Y'all, it's Hannah and welcome back to my channel. Long time, no tutorial here on this channel. It's been a year since I did a tutorial here on this channel. So today we're going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day look. I did get a tripod the other day at Walmart, so thought I would do a quick little St. Patrick's Day look. First, we're going to start off with the brows. I have my Essence eyebrow pencil. This is like one of my favorites. This is the Baby Got Brow eyebrow pencil. This is a waterproof pencil, and I picked up the shade, what shade? Light brunette. So I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows with this first. I like that it's like a triangular tip little situation. It's very easy to fill in the brows. Also, I did not break my hand/arm. Before anybody gets concerned, I just have a lot of nerve damage, arthritis in my left hand. The weather here in Georgia has been crazy. Like one day it's cold and then the next day it is hot, and it's definitely something that I just don't enjoy. So I've been having to like wear my glove, take medicine for my arthritis. If I seem a little sluggish in this video, I just took a Tylenol, so Tylenol kind of makes me a little sleepy. So I'm trying to just stay awake and do stuff to kind of keep me up and keep me motivated. Arthritis is not fun, and people think that because I'm 27, that like I kind of like make it up or whatever. I'm like, no, this can happen to literally anybody. Like, anybody can get arthritis. This does not discriminate against age. I kind of get a lot of crap for how I do my eyebrows, but I don't care. These are my brows. I like the little spoolie on this end. And I kind of brush my hair up, because that's how I like for my eyebrows to be. And then I'll kind of brush them down just to kind of make them look a little bit more groomed, I guess you could say. They need to be waxed badly. Like, y'all have no idea how bad I need to go get my eyebrows waxed. Now I'm just going to set my eyebrows in place with the Essence. This is a Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. This is like $2 at Ulta. And I'm just going to quickly just run this through my eyebrows just to set them in place, so that way they don't kind of wiggle out of room. Even though I'm literally going to be doing this makeup and taking this all off because it's like 5:30 here, and daylight savings time is killing me. I cannot stand daylight savings time. I like literally hate it. Like, I know a lot of people like it, but I don't like it. So I'm going to go into the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer first to prime the eyelids. I'm actually going to take off my glove to do this makeup because I don't want that to get messy. And I have a hard time washing them. You have to wash them by hand because they're like this microfiber stuff. I just take a little teeny tiny bit of this Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer and just prime my eyelids with this. I love this eyeshadow primer. I watch Callie Frizz on TikTok, and she really recommended that primer. She loves this eyeshadow primer. I like this eyeshadow primer. I think it's a good one because it's super full coverage. So it's kind of like having that coverage of a concealer, but then you have like that tackiness of a true eyeshadow primer. So it really clings onto the eyeshadow, and it makes it last all day. It makes it stay in place. Whenever you're doing like any type of a brightly colored makeup look, you always want to have a good, or just any type of an eyeshadow look, really, you want to have a good primed eyeshadow, or a good eyeshadow primer to prime your eyes with, so that way the eyeshadow lasts all day and it doesn't crease or anything like that. I'm so excited because we're going to use my new Colourpop High Society palette. I got this on sale at Colourpop for $5, so that is awesome. I'm actually going to start out with the shade Hoops, because there's 2 matte shades in the palette, and then there's a bunch of shimmers, but I'm going to start out with the shade Hoops. And I think what I'm going to do is just do like a basic green eyeshadow look, like nothing super crazy, because I don't think my hand is going to let me blend anything super crazy today. I'm just looking for an eyeshadow brush that I want to use. I have like a gazillion over here in this little bucket. So I'm trying to fix it where I can film here at my makeup desk instead of filming on that other desk that I used to film on. And the tripod's a little tall, so I might have to raise up. But anyway, I'm trying to fix where I can film over here where all my makeup is. So that way I don't have to film at that other desk and I'll have to like bring stuff. Because I used to drop a lot of my palettes and break a lot of my palettes and stuff. So it would just be easier to film over here. And I don't really want that in the frame. Okay, so I got that shade, Hoops. And we're just going to pop this right into the crease. It's just a bright lime green shade. Now, I really want to get my hands on the Limeade palette, or the Limelight palette from Colourpop, because it seems like it's like a really pretty palette. It seems like it's a really pretty green palette. Okay, a little patchy. Maybe we can build this up. Maybe we can build you up some. I don't think I loaded my brush good. That's a little bit better. Okay. I like that green. That green is fun. Listen, I love lime green. I also had to get to where my brother was like up for the day because he works nights before I could film, because I try to talk loud so y'all can at home. Don't worry about these little edges. I'm going to clean that up in a bit. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shade Diamond Cut, and it's just right there. I'm going to go into that with this little flat shader brush. Now, this actually came from Dollar General, of all places, but they have like this brand, and I forgot what it's called, and they have like a bunch of brushes. The brushes are kind of hit or miss. The eyeshadow brushes are really good in this line, but the face brushes are awful. And they look like they have little like black diamonds inside of them. They're really pretty, but yeah. So I'm just going to pack this shimmer shade on the lid. This is in the shade Diamond Cut. Holy crap. That is so pretty. That is such a beautiful shade. Now, I'm only going to go halfway. I'm going to leave this little space right here for something else. But, oh my goodness. I'm living for this shade. The shade Chain Mail is just a beautiful, kind of like a teal green color. And I'm just going to pack that shade onto the brush. And then what I'm going to do is apply this to the outer corner. So that's why I left that little space right there. This is how I like to do my eyeshadow for my face shape. And I'll just, or my eye shape. And I'll just kind of do like a crooked C. I've done my eyeshadow kind of the same way for like years. But I just use like different colors and stuff. A lot of people say that I'm creative, and then a lot of people say I'm not super creative because I don't do a lot of graphic liners and stuff. But, you know, I'm happy with my makeup. I don't do my makeup for other people. I do my makeup for me. And I started this whole beauty influencer stuff for myself, not for anybody else. So I guess if you don't like me, you don't have to watch me. That's kind of how I feel. You know, I kind of did transfer over a lot to TikTok for my makeup, and I've kind of learned that I can't just focus on that. Like, I'm going to have to go into other outlets. It is a good outlet to go viral. But the problem is that it's becoming saturated. You know, kind of like the same problem that I was having here. A lot of people are going there. So, you know, I just have to take things day by day. Maybe I'll build up my following. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Foundation. This is just her original formula. And I'm going to use this foundation today because I actually really do like this foundation. It has a really good full coverage and it's matte. The only pro or con to this is that it dries super quickly. So you have to like work with like one half of your face, which is very weird. But this is how you have to blend it. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how I blend this foundation. I'm taking this on a sponge from Shop Miss A. These are her little egg sponges. I'm gonna look to the side over here because I have a mirror where I do my face in. I always do like my face in like a full length mirror. I try to look in 3 different mirrors. I have a mirror behind me, a mirror over here, and then a mirror here, so I can see my face in all different angles. So now I'm going to go into the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I forgot to prime and I forgot to conceal my blemishes before I put my foundation on. So, we're just going to have to deal with that. Then I'm just going to do the concealer under the eye. This is how I like to do my concealer. I don't really like to use a lot of concealer. I just kind of do like 2 little dots under the eye. One to kind of lift the eye, and the other to just kind of add some brightness to the eye. Because, again, that's just what I like to do. And then I use this side of the little sponge to blend out the concealer. And I actually like the sponge. It's super soft, and it's, like, super easy to blend out the products with this little side of the sponge. It's just a really nice sponge. And you can get like a pack of these. And I think it's a pack of 6 for like $6. So that's like $1 per sponge. And again, that is on shopmissa.com. I've ordered a bunch of stuff off of Shop Miss A. It's basically like a dollar store, but for makeup, like accessories. I've ordered a ton of earrings off of there. And they have, like, some bags, but I probably wouldn't really get the bags, because, no offense, they kind of look a little cheap, and they look like they would fall apart, so I think I would probably not buy the bags. The earrings, I actually have sensitive ears, but they don't bother me, so that's a good plus, and they have a good mixture of silver and gold. I'm more of a silver kind of girl. I've kind of discovered that over time. And within the last year, I've kind of realized that I tend to gravitate more towards silver than I do gold. I'm very excited to use this product because for years, I watched everybody here on YouTube that use this. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I got a sample for my birthday as the birthday gift this year for Sephora. And I could have not have been more thrilled. So I'm just going to get a little bit of this into the cap. And then I'm going to set the under eye and the face with this powder. It did come with a little caviar stick, and I kind of wish instead of the caviar stick, they would have gave us like a little puff in there instead, like a little powder puff. But they didn't do that. They gave us a caviar eyeshadow stick instead, and it's like a copper color. It's in my drawer, but I forgot what shade it is, so I'm just going to take that onto this e.l.f. highlighting brush, and I'm just going to pat this under the eye to set the under eye in place with. This highlighting brush from e.l.f. is a wonderful under eye setting brush, and I kind of cheat and use this to set the rest of my face as well with it, because I'm kind of lazy and don't want to get a bigger brush to use, but hey, it works. And so I'm just going to pat this in place. You never want to go and kind of like rub, because it's going to cause the product to move and it's going to cause patchiness. So you always want to lightly tap your powder into place. And I mostly just focus this like on the center of my forehead, down my nose, because I get really oily through here. And then I focus a little bit of it on the chin and then the smile lines, because I've been having issues where my foundation has been sinking in here, and I don't know why. I don't know, maybe if it's like my skincare that I've been doing can be causing that. My lashes are trying to fall off my desk, so I don't know if it's like the skincare that I'm using or like what it is, but like I don't know, like my foundation is sinking into places that it normally doesn't sink into, which is really weird. So now we're going to do the lower lash line. First, what I'm going to do is go into this eyeliner pencil from Colourpop. This is from the Bambi collection, and this is in the shade Meadow. It's just like a light yellow gold. And I'm just going to run this into the waterline as a eyeliner there. I don't think I'm going to do anything else too crazy to the eyelash or to the lower lash line, because I really want the upper eye to be like the main focus. Now, I know that this is a very bright, bold eyeshadow look for some people for St. Patrick's Day. So, I mean, you definitely can tone this down, but I personally like being a little extra. So, that's just me. I was getting eyeliner under here, and I was like trying to wipe it away with my finger, but you shouldn't do that. But that's what I was trying to do. Sometimes I do things I shouldn't do. Now we're going to do the lower lash shadow situation, and I'm looking for my brush. It's always like find the eyeshadow brush that you need. And this, I need to get a better organization situation for that. So we're going to go back into that Colourpop palette, and we're going to go back into that shade Chainmail, which is the teal. And the sun, I think, is setting now, maybe. I don't know. It's daylight savings time. So, daylight savings time is the time when the sun sets later, right? I think. I don't know. I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line with the I believe this is the Precision brush. The name rubbed off of it, so I don't really know. But I think that this is the Precision brush, and I'm just going to run that along there just to kind of connect it a little bit and just make it look a little bit more cohesive with each other. I have a Colourpop obsession. I've had a Colourpop obsession now for about 3 years, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I get people's beef with Colourpop, but like my big goal, and now we're going to go in with mascara. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty mascara on the upper and lower lashes. We're just going to coat the fringe. This is probably my favorite high-end mascara because it just gives you a lot of volume. I know some people either hate this mascara, some people either love this mascara. I didn't like it when I first got it. It's definitely one of those that when it gets drier, it gets more easy to work with, and it's a lot more voluminized when it is a bit more drying. So I like it for that specific reasoning. It's not great when it's fresh. It's great when you kind of like use it, and after a while, like it kind of gets drier, and so it just applies a little bit better. And I kind of just do my mascara normally, like you would do mascara. I don't really do anything like crazy or anything like that. I actually don't even really like my natural lashes. I feel like they're very short and they're very stubby. You can't really see them. It's always been my pet peeve with them. And so just in the last year or so, I'm like, you know what? I like wearing false lashes, and I'm going to wear them. So that's what I do. My eyelashes are like my signature thing now. I don't ever really, when I do my makeup, I don't not do lashes now. Like I always do lashes when I do my makeup because I just like the way it looks. So I'm going to use the Ioni lashes. These are in the style Natural Light Wispy. Now, my favorite style is Natural Light Doll. Because they're very, like, wispy, but they're very, like, dramatic. These are more just natural, but they're still... Daddy comes at me about how dirty my face brushes are. I'm very much aware of that, but it's brush washing day, so after I do this, I'm going to go wash my brushes. I'm using my coconut bronzer from Colourpop. This is in the shade Coconut Beach. This is that bronzer that I always talked about wanting, and I finally have it, and I'm applying it with the Real Techniques bronzer brush. I really, really like this brush for applying bronzer, and I apply my bronzer in a circular motion now, because I feel like it helps kind of make it look more blended and more seamless on the face. And I drag it up to the forehead, and then I'll take and just kind of go down the side of my nose a little bit with it. I was looking into like my phone when I was doing that. I wasn't looking at the camera, but yeah, this is just what I like to do. This is my favorite bronzer that I own. I'm kind of tempted. It's back in stock right now, and I'm kind of tempted to order me like a backup because I really like this bronzer. Like, this is my favorite blush ever in the universe. This is the Tarte blush in the shade Quirky. It's just a beautiful peachy blush, and that's why it's my favorite, because I love peachy blushes. I'm going to apply it with this angled blush brush that I got from eBay. And it was new though. Like, it was in a little baggie. It was new. It had never been used before, so don't freak out on me about that. And I apply my blush right here, kind of like on the apple, but not really, kind of upward too. Again, I just feel like this fits my face shape. This, you know, I have kind of more of a rounded, kind of more of a chubbier face. And I don't mind that, because I feel like bronzer and blush, I feel like, I'm not trying to sound full of myself, but I feel like my cheek structure was like made for like a harsh blush and bronzer moment, because it just makes my cheeks pop even more, which is why I love it. Alright, so we're going to go into this highlighter, and we're going to highlight the cheekbone now. And let's see how it applies. This is the Cheek highlighter brush. This came from Five Below. Not bad. I have one that I got from Big Lots, but my dog Sam, who I love and adore, got a hold of my highlight brush and chewed it. And I was so upset, because I was like, why did you do this? Why? He normally doesn't chew stuff. I was very confused about that. Like, he's really good about, and I do like the center of my nose too. Like, it's 2016. I don't even care. Like, it's my life. Let me live it. But he's very good about not chewing stuff. Like, if we have stuff like on the floor, like if we leave our shoes and stuff on the floor, he's very good about not chewing stuff. So I was very confused about why he chewed that brush. So we're going to keep it nude and simple. I'm going to go into my Jason Wu lip liner in the shade Royal. And then I'm going to top it with this little Colourpop Fresh Kiss lip cream in the shade 411. This is a beautiful nude lip combo, and it's my current favorite. Like leprechauns have exploded on my eyeballs, but all jokes aside, I actually really do like the palette. It performed beautifully. It was very pigmented. That first green shade was kind of iffy, but the other shades that I used were chef's kiss. So this is the complete St. Patrick's Day look. I'm going to try to have one more posted before actually St. Patrick's Day happens, and it's going to be a more wearable look, again, with Colourpop products, because I just love them. I placed a huge order recently. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching this. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video soon. Bye, my little unicorns.